almost done with this year. The days are not quite so bright, and I brought you all here to spread no good cheer, but to tell you how the magic in me died. When Christmas drew near, as a child I would fear Santa wouldn't want to take me for a ride. And every year that fear was clear as my eyes began to tear. Another Christmas Eve that Santa made me cry. And I believed, and my belief was right. And you'll know it's Christmas when I'm taking down the lights. So I was better than all my peers. I was polite and said my prayers. I was kind where other kids were not so kind. I wrote letters signed so sincere that I was sure you'd have reindeer come and take me where the good boys and girls reside. And I believe I was special in your eyes. I don't know it's Christmas when I'm pulling down the lights. There's a Halloween on full moon with a whitewash and a broom. Then we give thanks and our blessings kiss the sky. The sweet smell of impending doom with that old Black Friday boom. While we walk and talk and act as if it's fine. And we believe with all our might. You'll know it's Christmas.
Hi, Rose.
Turning out the lights. And we believe, even though the numbers don't lie.
This is a Christmas song.
Yes, you know it's Christmas. I'm taking down the lights. Oh, it's Christmas. Oh, it's Christmas. I'm taking down the lights.
Oh, wait. Here we go. Okay, all hooked up. We're live on BoobTube, on TubeTube, on UU. What else are we on Greenville.com. On TurboTax.com. We're live. We're good. Wake up, Turbo. Yeah, you got work. We got work to do. Okay. Oh, well. Bye, Rose. Have a good time at your second job. Hopefully, there's not a third job. But if there is, are they hiring? Because everybody's always looking for work. Criminy, where am I gonna put this phone? I need to be able to monitor. I was just thinking about drawing with you, my friends. Maybe I'll move it over a little bit. Like that. Is that the right way? I think so. Yeah, something like that. How's everybody doing? No, there's not a third job. You're joking. If it was up to me, you would never have to work again, Rose. You would be adrift on a raft in the middle of the Atlantic. All alone. Calling out the name Jack. Rose! Well, you be safe out there, okay? Go make some scratch. I'm just gonna be here doing the thing. All right. Does anybody have any questions besides Adam? Adam, that's not a question, and that's no way to say hello. Adam lost his question privileges because he just gave away all of his cards. He just showed me all of his decks. He just gave it all. Showed me all of to the bank. Thanks, Adam. I'm just kidding, man. I like that name though, Adam. It's really creative. I've not yet heard that one before. And at first I thought it said Adam Wiener. I was like, wait a second. So if you do stick around and become a friend of mine, I usually give my friends nicknames, and yours would be, well, yep, Adama. Come on, I'm not that childish. Only at heart, my friend. So right now, I'm basically just adding the finishing touches to this piece. Bye, Rose. Hey, Joe. Hold on a second. There we go. You see my phone there? I'm using it as my it's like so meta. Look at that thing. It's weird. I want to just squeeze it. I just want to. All right. Okay. Well. I don't even know if I remember this. Oh, goddamn. Remember the song. It's like I have a whole garage and still I have no room. I'm just like in this little corner. Oh gosh, what is that song? Oh gosh. Sorry folks, I had food for lunch. Oh. You can tell that's not real leather. I have perfect pitch. I was in the minor leagues for about 10 years. I was a star pitcher. But then I fell down a well and all these fucking bats came out of nowhere and just mauled me, batted me up. I had a phobia with bats after that. So I wasn't much of a batter, so I couldn't pitch worth a shit anymore, and I couldn't bat worth a hell without getting all sweaty and glumpy up on the mound or on the plate. This is a guitar. These are strings. Whatever you kids call them these days. Kids with your labels and shit. Get off my grass. Unless you're sharing. Sharing is caring. All the snakes surround the tree where I'm braced for eternity. These aches are new to me. I keep falling down, never touch the ground under me. I never touch the ground under me. Bodies underneath, away from prying eyes and Thomas King. And now they all are rotting out from under me. All the snakes climbing up my tree. They taste every fruit they see, and the only way to remain unseen was to bury the bodies underneath. I forgot there was like a middle verse, and I messed it up a little bit. It's a song I wrote a long time ago. I read the Bible when I was 25. I had to see what all the fuss was about. I came out the other end of the Bible a different person. Not a religious person, though. So when people say Jesus loves you, I think it's really weird. And borderline rude, because you don't know what I know. And I don't know what you know. And I wouldn't presume or assume to know or understand what you know of God. Especially because everybody's on their own personal, very, very personal journey when it comes to God. And I don't think any man should ever push their beliefs onto another person in any way, shape, or form. I think that's the last place you should do that in any way, shape, or form, ever. Because you're presuming that you're better than somebody or that you know something that they don't. And I think that's rude and ignorant. Not to say that you're a bad person. Sometimes rude isn't somebody that's mean, it's just somebody that doesn't know that they're being rude. I think it's rude just to come into somebody's house and start talking about God. So, I sing about God. I write about God. I draw God. But you know why? Because I don't follow God. I am God. And anybody that's watching this, you are God. The fucking cloud in the sky. You know, that rat in the sewer. The demon in your closet. All God. So, don't ever sell yourselves short. And don't ever follow the leader. You deserve more. You deserve better. People like you hate people like me, some more than others, them deeper to breathe. You're taking your time to fuck with my mind. No space in this room, no room on your face. You practice with pillows, then pick up the pace. You were taking your time to fuck with my mind. I've been coming out just to hear you pray. Don't take this from me. People like you hate people like me. Some sad and lonely, but mostly agree that you were taking your time to fuck with my mind. People like you hate people like me. Boy. Sorry about that. Don't know what came over me. Oh shit. Oh! I just flipped the channel over to somebody else that was live, and it was some creepy dude and he was looking right at me. I don't know who the hell that was, and I'm terrified to go back and look. But I have to do it. I have to do it. Ah! I did it. Once upon a time, I thought I would travel the world playing music. And I tried very, 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 very hard to get some kind of recognition with that. Even recorded an album a month in the year 2019, all by myself, in my basement. I spent the year in my basement recording music, and I didn't even get mentioned in the local paper. So I guess that last song is, it wasn't even written about that kind of stuff. It was just a thing that popped into my brain. People like you hate people like me. You just get these little things in your brain, and then you sit down with the ukulele or something, and the first thing that usually pops into my brain, it just becomes the song. I love writing songs. I always have, even before I played instruments. I always knew I'd at least do that. Like play some kind of guitar or something, even if I'm playing it crappy. Because I'd always watch Indiana Jones thinking, oh man, I'll learn how to do a plane, I'll be a dog, I'll learn how to sew people up if they get cut, but then it's like, I can't even like drive stick shift. No, I'm just kidding. I can. But, yeah, when you're a kid, you just assume you're going to be some crazy archaeologist or something like that. I mean, I did. Because I wanted to travel the world and like make a difference and be a hero and stuff, you know. And in a way, you know, I really did. They named a series of books after me. The Dead Sea Scrolls. It's kind of interesting how they tied it all in. Very strange. And that's what I'm saying, friends. We're all gods. So that's your story too. They're all your stories. They're all the same archetypes across history, across the expansion of space and time. You'll go to a planet like on the other side of the universe and you'll see the same exact archetypes. If there's like humanoids there, you're gonna see the same sort of figure. Like, you know. It's interesting, the cosmos, thinking about that. Like what people are like on the other side of the universe. And you know, they're just like us. Eating gold for breakfast, shitting gold out, eating it, just like us. Little gold digger, shit eating, gold acid eating aliens. Oh, love it. They're so cool. Keep forgetting that I did my nails and I didn't even do them well, but like, god damn, they keep freaking me out. I keep thinking that I'm like bleeding or something. I don't know why that drew that kind of a laugh. That was really creepy. Not trying to be creepy, just trying to laugh away the pain. Alright, you're live, you gotta act like everything's normal. They haven't let me out in weeks. I'm thirsty. Whoa. Hey, Luna, how's it going? There's 7 people? Pass her by. Oh, thanks, Pastor. Oh, my little guardian angel. Like I said, it's totally up to you if you want to, like, you know, take care of those kinds of folks. I don't know, maybe I should put a disclaimer on my thing and just say, yeah, leave God out of this. Welcome to the Storie Grubb Club. Leave God out of this. God doesn't. God's not welcome here. Unless he's kind and respectful. And listens to everybody else's problems. Here we believe in a balance. Some kind of balance. At least enough to have some sort of a decent conversation about stuff that isn't about dick and fart jokes, mainly. Such is the existence of a reality if you boil it down to a nutshell, but it's when you cross the line into being a goof into being a bully is when it all starts going awry. And that's when dimensions start colliding and everybody starts freaking out for no reason unfamiliar things the famous stuff. And then backwards words start coming out the mouth and people just get on the ground. You can't pick them up like that. I was told as a child you cannot pick them up like that. But I'm learning, and you know, that's what happens when dimensions collide. Yeah, little kaleidoscope. Ooh. Does that look like a cadaver hand? That was the name of my first band, Cadaver Hand. That'd be actually a good name. I am getting so close to finishing this up, and I can't wait to take it out into the alley and burn it in front of the cats. They need warmth, and I need a good photo shoot. So everybody wins, except for the art. Sorry. That wasn't funny. Deeply sorry. I don't know what... deeply sorry. Deeply lo siento. Jesus loves you, this I know. For he destroyed us 10 times or so. I mean, if they call Jesus God, then that means God is the one that killed babies, right? Oh, whoa, I'm not supposed to say that. It's frightening words. I mean, fighting words. God, everything's about fear. Isn't that annoying? Isn't that scary? Everything's about fear. Isn't that terrifying? The Australians are like, what? Huh? What's this word? Fear that you say? What is this fear? Huh? We don't. That does not compute. We don't have a word for fear down here like that. You don't even sound like an Aussie. So, yeah. I think about Lost a lot when I think about Australia. The movie. I mean, the television show. In our dimension, it's a movie, but here it's a television show, right? There's like what, 9 seasons? Yeah, thanks, Terry. And there's that one kid that's in it, and he's English, and he's Charlie, and little Charlie. I love him so much, and I'm still so angry that he drowned that way. Just such a weird way to go. It's like, dude, come on now, why not just get on the outside of the door, the door. You had plenty of time. You could have at least, let the water come in, fill up the rim, hold your breath, get out the little hole, fucking go up to the water. You little bastard. Why'd you have to do that? How couldn't you swam down there, you little, oh Charlie. He was my friend. I like Charlie. He was like my favorite character, actually. He had a cool arc as well. He had a decent arc. And his childhood, I think it was like almost like, it was like a lot of artists have gone through this too. But I think it almost was like a Elton John sort of. Because remember the dream where he was having a Christmas and they got him the piano and stuff? And they're like, play, Charlie. Play, you're gonna save us, Charlie. Had my family done that to me, we probably would have been places. I would have had my own shaft drive of a band or something like that, Would have crash landed on an island. My family would have died, and they would have been rich and famous had well, not rich and famous, but they would have had a little bit of scratch. Like $10. I doubt that. Like $20. They'd have to split it between 20 people. Anyways, it's getting dark. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love dick and fart jokes. Oh, my brother and I invented those things back in, I think, the early 80s. We invented dick and fart jokes, and then everybody else just copied us and pasted us. Well, our complexion was very pasty. Very pasty. So people definitely were copying and pasting us, even back then. It was the best summer of our lives, really. The summer of 1984. The year of the Great Famine that destroyed half of our world. Wait, what? I'm getting something in my ear. Pretty sure so. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Okay. Just kidding. That happens in a few more years. I mean, doesn't that's a joke. I was just kidding. This is Dimension 6. That's right. This is Dimension 6 still. Okay. Dimension 6 this is 2024 then. Okay. So this is a commission for Mantooth. I see. Okay. Wow, this is a while back. So much has happened since this. Okay. Where did I go next with the drawing though? I think I was just right here. I just did this next and probably somewhere else from there. I guess doesn't matter. I can't. It doesn't matter what I do. I can't like undo what I did. So it's gonna happen regardless of how it happened. So whatever. It's one of those time travel continuum things. Like it's physics. And it's really not that funny. I think somebody cracked open a can of laughing gas. That's the only explanation. All right. I kind of want to kill somebody right now. This is bullshit. I hate this drawing. I don't like it anymore. Oh, the laughing gas is turning into hate gas. Hate gas is the worst. I fucking hate gas. Hold on. Oh, okay. It's gone. Okay, how's everybody doing? Now it's into like complacent, calm, complacent gas. Whew. Feel much better now. A little winded, but nothing that a deep, winded breath won't take care of. God damn, I love y'all so much. Oh, it's turning into love gas now. Whew. I got the feelies. Hey, everybody. Do you like my skin color? It's very pasty, and my fingertips are bleeding. Can't tell. I don't have my glasses on, and I've never worn glasses. I don't have any glasses. I should have some. Somewhere. They're out here somewhere. I am not being racist towards blind people. Thank you very much, Terry. Talking in my ear like a little goblin. These earpieces are meant for fun, not feud. Jeez. You can't say anything anymore without somebody getting terribly, terribly insulted. Insulted. And peppered. Peppered like little franks, like little sausages. Eating the worm like the bird. The bird who always has to have the... Am I right, Lena? The bird who always has to have the right... Oh, wait. The bird who always has to have the last word. The bird. Eating the worm. That's right. Boom, right there. Feeding the bird. That's what I do. No, don't poke the bear. You feed the bird, don't poke the bear. Don't you dare poke the bear. Feed the word, it's the bird. What the fuck? That's not right. Doesn't matter. It has come and gone. You can't go back in time and change it, or can you? Oh, bloody can you? Or can you bloody? You bloody, little bloody bastard. Sometimes I have to talk dirty to the art. To make it listen, to make it do things, to make it twist, to make it turn, to make it toil, to make it tot. Sorry, that one got me. I haven't been able to do Nan Nan for a long time because I lost that wig. I cut it and I messed it up. Like, her wig isn't the way it used to be. And I want to do Nan Nan so bad because I miss her. But she doesn't, it's only her voice for now that comes out every once in a while. And for some people that's okay, I guess. For the little goblins maybe. But for me, the little angel sitting on the goblin's face, yeah, no, it's not enough. I want more. I need more. And that's where Nan Nan comes in. And I have no idea. Absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. Except that I know what love is. And I know that it's very strong. And love is powerful and wonderful. Horribly, horribly twisted and crude, and it leaves kind of a film after you taste it, within your lips. Between your lips and your gums, and the membranes in between your gums and your cheek is the best place to get it, because it goes right in and absorbs right into your blood and gets right into your system quite nicely. Quite right. And that's where the art comes in. My little gods. My beautiful, cheeky little gods, all of you. I love you all. God damn it, I love you. You cheeky little bastards. If this was a chapel, I would say I do to all of you. Because I do. I love you. I suppose the cat's out of the bag. Hey, Terry.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, can the cat go back in the bag?
What?
Can the cat go back, in the bag?
What cat?
The cat that I just let out. Did you hear me?
What?
Terry, this is rather frustrating. I say one thing and you act as if I didn't.
What now?
Terry, is it impossible that we talk at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, they're not going to believe that we're two people if that keeps going on like that.
I suppose you're right.
It's not quite funny either. I didn't get the joke. I'm not in on it. Guess it's not. Guess we're not in the cool kids club. Not anymore. We were once, weren't we, Terry?
That's right.
Right. But there's an old saying, right? The parrot or the crow. And you have to take it to heart, the parrot. You have to bury it deep in your chest after you cut the hole in there. You have to let it in there, feathers and all. And you have to let it do its thing until your heart is full of flutter and feather. Preferably in that order. Believe me. Trust me. Right? Okay. So after you do that, you have to let go. You just got to let go. Stop trying to control everything. It's not about control. It's about fearing for your life. Grabbing the nearest handgun and sitting in a dark corner waiting for the enemy to come in the room. The only way in. Guard it with your life. And don't let go. Be brave. Be strong. Pour the I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm saying. That's why you're so stupid. I'm trying to be sarcastic, but I mean, it's just dark. It's too dark. Where that joke was going is too dark. It's not even a joke. It was just... What? Sorry, I'm just kind of exploring my imagination with these characters. It's just so funny. She just wants to say the most outrageous stuff, and I want to let her, but I can't. Because it's still me. It's still me. And I'm not famous. I have to wait until I'm famous. That way if I, get in some major trouble, people will just forgive me by within a couple hours. Within a news cycle. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, he is so beautiful. Wait, is he poor? Oh, fuck you, dude. Get out of here. Go sleep in my car, you puke. That's why I don't judge like that. Come what may. Come crow, nor raven, nor craven, nor crow. Mush together to save time at the end of the day. I'll never, ever let you down. What time is it? Is it already 5 o'clock? Friends, what happened with the day? I mean, what? I guess that little thing's going right in the mouth. Oh. It's weird, Luna. You're in Idaho, and you're an hour ahead in the future. Did you know that? Did you know that you're an hour ahead? I think that's really weird. It's like, what's it like in the future? Just I know you're in Idaho, so you're like 30 years in the 50 years in the past, but also an hour ahead. That's like so trippy. Folks, I lived in Idaho for 10 years. Believe me, I know how weird it gets. I worked customer service during COVID in Idaho at a pet store, and people were awful, awful, awful to us. Even regulars would come in and treat us like trash and mock us, and cough in our faces as we were trying to just be nice and keep our jobs because we weren't allowed to say anything. Awful people. There were some nice people too, 3 of them. They came in together one day. They were never allowed back in. They don't present that much of a challenge, the nice ones. We usually prefer the rambunctious ones. The ones you have to wrestle out, you have to hog tie out. Mm-hmm. They didn't call it bark and purr for nothing. No, sirree, Bob, they did not. Or no, they did. That was the name of the store, Bark and Purr. Look it up. It's in Boise, Idaho. Right there on Vista. Big ass store. Big ass pet store. But because of that store and the co-op pet shop, I had years and years and years of training in the pet food industry. So now that's why I'm working at a pet store down here. The only difference is that I work by myself a lot, and it kind of wears on me because my personality is different, and I don't like being alone. At least alone with the public, like in that setting, you know, like where I don't feel like I have much control. I'm not confident yet, but I'm getting there. I just need to work through some stuff. I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do, but it's going to be hard to do it. It's going to be really hard. But it's not impossible. So that's something. I can't tell you what it is right now. I don't want to give away any spoilers. But like I was saying about Jeebus earlier, it's a personal journey. And I think there's a road that I have to go down. And it's going to be a hard one. But if I can do it, I think I'll be able to move into the next life a much better, wiser soul. Because I had a lot to learn this time. And I would say some of the biggest lessons of my life I've learned in the past few years. And even in the past few months. And now it's hard because sometimes you realize things too late and you can't go back and change things, you know? Like the damage is already done. And that's just how it is. But that doesn't mean you just, I don't know. Doesn't mean you give up. Just doesn't mean it means that you don't ever do the same things again or whatever. Sorry, I'm getting all weird. It's a hard thing when you realize you have to let go of your feelings for people that you care about. Like when the day comes when you have to let go of those feelings that are holding you back, especially when they're not reciprocated in any way, shape, or form. And you have to just let go of that person because they're just gone. Even if they're like your best friend or like your family member for something so obvious and petty. I just don't. I'm just so dumbfounded that like things could be this way. So, been in a really weird mood lately. I have a lot on my mind, but I'm really good at hiding it most of the time. So much so that nobody ever reaches out to me and checks up on me. I was telling my mom today I just felt like really invisible. It's crazy that somebody can like put themselves out there so much and still feel transparent, like they're not even there. But one of the lessons I've learned in the past few years of my being a stupid ass narcissist and shit, or just full of myself, or just in my own head, really, is just that people don't do that to me. I do it to me, you know. Anything that I feel or do, you know, or like about other people is just me. Like again, like if we're all gods, you know, like I am everybody. Like it's all passive aggressive stuff, and because I do the same stuff that I complain about others doing to me. I don't check up on all my 1,000 friends or whatever, you know, like all the time to see if they're okay. So why would I expect that with my friends, you know? It's just one of these things where I just want to be grateful that I even had friends at one point, or even, you know, if we were close at one time, I'm grateful for that. And if we've grown apart, that's okay. People grow apart. That's okay. That's life, you know. It's hard to accept that because I haven't grown up. I'm the first to admit I'm a big child. I've just been drawing my whole life. I had my head down my entire life. While other people were getting shit done, this is what I was doing. And now that's why I am where I am. And it's all because of me. It's all because of me. Ain't nobody else wearing my shoes. I'm the one that drove people away. Or I pull people in and I hurt them and then they go away. I've hurt many people. I was very selfish. But you can't go back. You can't change. That's for sure. You can become a better person. And it just starts with recognizing that that's possible. And once you start doing that for other people, you know, like people that you write off or something, you know, or like somebody you see on the sidewalk with a needle in their arm or some shit. Oh, that person, that fucking junkie or whatever, you know. It's like maybe just think twice before thinking like that. That person is a human being. They're not a piece of trash. Everybody has a right to be alive, you know. Has a chance to kick that shit if they can. I'm just tired of being all judgmental myself. I'm the most judgmental prick out there, you know. I don't know. I used to pride myself on being like so open-minded and stuff, and then one day I was thinking about it, and I was just like, for the kind of person I am the most close-minded son of a bitch that ever walked the earth. I have such weird biases, and then I have to like go back and like find out why those things even exist. And a lot of it is just from years and years and years of being told that I should be afraid of everything. Or like, you know, or this feeling that I was better than everybody, you know, or something. And that goes back from when I was a child. I would watch movies and think that I was like the main character. I would walk out of the movie theater and I would think that I was like the main character. Like I would, whether it was like a robot or like a werewolf or things like that. I would go home thinking I had the main, even as like a third grader or second grader, I had main character syndrome or whatever it's called, you know? And looking back now, I can actually like identify that kind of stuff. And this was like the early '80s, so people didn't even know what that shit was. That wasn't even a thing back then. Probably there was a different word for it, probably, but I was a narcissistic little prick even back then. But that lasted a long time, and like I swear to God, I was like 14 years old, and I still believed in like I mean, like movie magic, like Peter Pan magic and stuff. I was a super child, immature fucking kid, like all the way up until I was like, God damn, I'm still like that. I still look at a sunset and I just like, I don't know, expect to be carried away like by some fucking angel or something like that. Just like the way like I look at the world. So everything is just so fucking perfect. It's like it shouldn't be here. It's just so crazy. Our world and like us, and just that we get to experience it. We could have been like humans could be here, but we could have the smarts of like blades of grass or something like that. We could just be like mindless wits wandering around like the tundra and shit like that. Just like I don't know, brainless apes. But no, we whatever the fuck we did, or whatever the hell happened to us, or ate some mushrooms or whatever, made some ayahuasca and just like went tripping and like we brought the universe to us. We realized that we were the universe. We started making art. And with art, the symbols became language. They put two and two together, like literally, and like made, sounds based on the symbols that they were making on walls, and probably out in the wild too. They probably carved entire alphabets onto trees. There were probably civilizations that did that. But then the trees obviously would get cut down or burned, forest would burn. These relics would just go up with them. Not to mention the conquistadors, when they came, they burnt all the fucking the Mayan codexes. Like, what was it, like hundreds of thousands of them, I think, And now there's only like 5 of them that exist. Maybe there weren't thousands, but there were definitely like hundreds of those fucking things. And they were all like on papyrus, and like the Mayans were a lot like the Egyptians. Even all the way down to like how they even like, built the pyramids and like how they put the bricks together and things like that, I mean, it's crazy to me to think that people out there don't, and also like this 4,000 years bullshit, man. Come on. Pyramids aren't 4,000 years old. Give me a fucking break. Those things are ancient, man. Those things are far older than that. And it's just like down in, Peru or whatever, Puma Peak or whatever, how they like build, the Peruvians or whatever, they built on top of like those older, structures, as we do or did. There's like even in Seattle or places like that, there's like Seattle was built on another fucking town that was like flooded or something like that. It happens in our time. It happened countless times with like civilizations, like over and over and over and over and over. And that knowledge gets taken, it gets stolen, it gets forgotten. The language is technology. It's a trip. I love the fucking Mayans, man. If there was one time, like I've said this before, but if there was one time when I would want to go back and see what the hell is going on, it'd be like with the Olmecs or oh man, the Olmecs are crazy. I would love to see what they were up to back then. Oh, hey, Pastor. Yeah, I know. But it really helps me to or I guess I just read your comment. Everybody thinks they're the main character in life. And I guess they do to a certain degree, but, I had bad. It was like I saw this movie. Did you guys ever see this movie, Daryl? Data Analyzing Robotic Youth Life Form? Daryl? Came out in like 1983 or something like that. But it was about this like cyborg kid who like escapes some facility and shacks up with his family. Anybody remember that one? Okay, yeah. That's one of those movies where I walked out of the theater because I never felt like I fit in with my family, even at that age. Whenever that movie came out, 83 or 84, I was 3 or 4 because I was born in November of '79. So I was like 3 or 4, and I walked out of the movie theater, and I really do remember this, thinking that I was a freaking robot because I even at that age did not feel like I fit in with my family, and that's really weird. I don't know. I don't know why. And maybe that's just on my part, like wishful thinking. Like I wanted to be special or something. Like I definitely didn't get the kind of attention I wanted from my pop. So I was probably like looking for it elsewhere, and that's why I believed in like Santa Claus so hard, like around that time too. Like I would like write letters to Santa Claus and Jesus, and I would like go out in the rain and when it was storming, or like go to a brook, and I would tear the pieces up and I would like put them in the water and like let the water carry the words away and stuff. And or if it was raining, I would just write like a. I remember right before my parents divorced, I was probably like 7 years old or something, but I wrote a letter to God, and it was storming outside, my parents were fighting, and I asked him to help them, stop fighting or something. And I took this letter to Jesus, and I took it outside in the rain to put it on the sidewalk and just watched the water like disintegrate it. And in my brain, it was like the the storm was like taking it up, or something. I don't know how to explain it. That's how I interpreted it. It's pretty heavy for a 7-year-old, but then it's funny because probably just shortly after that, my parents divorced in that same house. So I guess my little wish came true, because had that not happened, had my parents not gotten divorced, and I had not met my stepdad, I think I would have never been the person I am today. Like I mean, my stepdad was a hard ass motherfucker growing up, but like I would not be who I am without my stepdad. Like, that guy like introduced me to rock and roll, and he like I owe a lot. I owe a lot to that man, and I've told him that a lot over the years. He's always like, "Well, whatever, you little dweeb." He was kind of a bastard to me, but it's like exactly what I needed. But he was good to me in all the like a good stepfather would be like I've said before. He would always say like I would say like I can't do something, I'd be like I can't like, and he'd be like, yeah, you can. Do not, don't ever say the word can't. That doesn't exist in your language or in your alphabet or vocabulary or whatever he said. He was that kind of dude, but he was like tough as nails too, and he was an alcoholic. So that was kind of rough, but still. Never laid a hand on me. That man, he's a good man. He just talks shit. Like I said before, he definitely laid hands on other people, but never my brother or I. Actually, that's not as kids, anyways. He did hit me pretty good, but I let him do it to deter him from hitting another person. So I took the punches for somebody else. That's right, friends. I don't think that's just like I was just saying. It's just really silly to judge a book by its cover, Somebody coming here for the first time would see somebody like me and think whatever they're going to think about whatever. But that's the thing. It's like, why I just want people to come here and just be friends, Of all the places in the world, it's just like so many places where you can go and just be dicks and pricks and slicks and clicks and tricks and split. I'm going racist there for a second. This isn't the place to do it, Sometimes I bring that down upon y'all, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to ever bring it down, but sometimes I have to get real just for a while. But I also know that I'm not the main character anymore, and that there are archetypes, and that we all fall into those archetypes. And that's how we are all the same person, or at least how we can at least relate to each other. And I think that's the most important thing we can do for each other in this weird ass day and age that we find ourselves sharing all of a sudden. which I think is rad. I mean, think about it. Billions and billions of years, gases and molten rock and continents shifting and dividing and thousands and billions or whatever millions of years of culture and things vanishing and changing. Just so we can sit here and talk shit at each other over on YouTube from across the world. You know, somebody can talk shit to me from Morocco. I think that's the coolest thing. It is really an amazing life. And I don't know, I'm happy that I have so many friends out there. I appreciate the company, as I always say. Satan loves you, don't forget. Fuck the universe, Satan loves you, amen. Just kidding, jeez. Somebody out there is like, ah, my pearls! Where are my pearls? If gods can make fun of us, then we can make fun of the gods. Give me a break. Do you remember that show with Mel Carter? Give me a break? Give me a break, I sure deserve it. I fucking love that show. I think there was a girl on that show. I always had a thing for tomboys. And there was a girl on that show, her name was Sam or something. And I had the biggest freaking crush. And again, this was like the early 80s, so it's like, if you missed the show, you didn't get to see Samantha that week. And it sucked, because I would always be outside playing and miss the show and miss Samantha. But she had like hair that would like come down in front of her eyes and stuff, like a little she was a little tomboy or something. There was a girl at my school that I was in love with that looked like her. I was like a weird little kid. Give me a break. I like Mel Carter too, she was cool. That sounds plugged the vacuum cleaner into armpit. Yeah, what the hell was that, dude? Oh my god. Oh my god, that does ring a bell. Yeah, because like there were a few shows like that. Even like Weird Science, the movie, it's just like watching that now. It's just like, oh my god, this movie is so fucking crazy. And that's what that's the thing. It's like that's why I always say like kids nowadays, and this is probably true. I mean, I don't mean this in a mean way. I'm not trying to insult anybody, but like kids nowadays are like, oh, the 80s are so cool. They're so cool. And I'm like, you kids would have fucking hated the 80s, dude. Like, seriously, the 80s would have hated you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what we had to deal with back, you know, in the 80s. I was a super, like, feminine little kid, and, like, I got picked on massively by fucking bullies. And I heard, you know, the F word or whatever, you know, like, a lot as a kid, before I even knew what it meant from older kids. And all sorts of other, I mean, terrible, horrible shit. But yeah, it was no friend to the people who, you know, kids now, you just have to get over, you just have to go back and be like naive to like labels and stuff. Because it was like the thing in the 90s, like, I heard a friend of mine talking about this, or I read him talking about it on Instagram, because it's like, back then I felt like in the 90s I was like I still do like run away from labels, you know. Even now people are like, what are my pronouns and stuff, and I do have like my own, I have my own personal preferences, but I'm never gonna tell people like what they can or can't call me, because I don't expect people to like look at me and be like, oh, that they expect me to call them this, you know what I mean? Like, just if they whatever they want to call me, I don't care, they can call me whatever they want, it doesn't bother me, because I've been down that road too, and I've whatever, it doesn't matter. Just like, shouldn't get mad about that kind of stuff. I mean, unless somebody's like just trying to hurt you or like, you know, be a total jerk to you, and you know, won't respect it, you know, or but if people don't immediately recognize you for who you are, or like slip up or whatever, it's like there's no reason to get upset about that kind of stuff, in my opinion. Other people, I'm sure, have different opinions. They always will. And that's why, you know, you can fuck the universe. You go fuck the universe, okay? Your opinions don't matter here. This is my channel. Go away. Hey, Luna, did you know that you're a moderator and you can cuss? Yeah, what was that show? The Armpit Robot Girl. Luna, you can say shit. You can say fuck. You can say whatever you want. Just saying. There was also the movie Mannequin. There was a lot of movies like that where like women were just like robots, essentially. I guess there were tons of ones like that with where men were too, but I don't remember like men being like the objects of, you know, desire, sexual desire or something like that. They were always just like the protagonist in the thing, like the, you know. I remember that one dude who played like he was like the boy who could fly or something like that one actor. Creepy looking guy. Can't remember his name. He was in a few movies like that were just kind of like super cringy, even back then. She's like, what are you doing, dude? Dude, what are you doing? Oh, God. But I really want to know what that armpit robot chick show is, Passer. I think you're onto something. Because if it didn't exist, that means we're maybe not in Dimension 6, after all. Boy in the Plastic Bubble. Is that guy? Is that actor? He was kind of like a heartthrob for like, I don't know why he was, but he always looked weird to me. He looked like a discount like Kirk Cameron or something like that. Now Kirk Cameron's a discount Kirk Cameron. Jeez. That dude. What a weirdo. Talk about Jeebus loves you. Right. I don't know. I just think it's funny, or it's just gross when people weaponize religion. It's just like, ugh. It's trying to scare people. You're all going to be left behind. It's like, oh, okay. See ya. I'll miss you when you're dead. Give me a break, I sure deserve it. I was over at the space in Atascadero this morning. I went over there around 4 o'clock in the morning. Left here around 3 something in the morning. And I went over there to draw. Worked over there for a few hours. And went on a long drive today. Trying to make sense of my life again. And just I don't know. Been feeling a bit lost. But not in a bad way necessarily, I guess. I need to listen to my dreams. But it's hard. When I can't sleep, I just don't want to listen yet. Like I said, I know what I gotta do. But I'm just being a little bitch about it. There you go. What do you think, everybody? Oh, small wonder. Can you see it? Okay, there. I'll move it down. Wait, I'll use the actual. Small wonder. There we go. Yes. I think I'm almost done. I'm just gonna finish up the side right here and kind of wrap it up down here just a little bit. And then I'm gonna put it in a tube and I'm gonna send it up to Idaho. Google it. Do you remember Flight of the Navigator? Flight of the Navigator. I remember seeing the trailer for that over and over and over and being like so excited to see it. And I don't remember if I ever saw it. I think I saw it one time as a kid. And then that's it. But I remember like just the anticipation of seeing that was like blowing my mind because the trailer was just amazing. And as a kid, like, man, growing up out in the country, I grew up in Northern California and stuff where there's like just no light pollution at all, like way out in the middle of nowhere. And where my grandparents lived, especially. And we go out to their place, and there's just, you could just see the fucking, I mean, the entire goddamn universe was just right in front of your eyes. And my brother and I would just go out there and just lay out there and just stare at the stars. I mean, for hours, man, just like talk and laugh and dream. Biggest California. Oh man, I love the sky down here. I missed it a lot when I was in Oregon. I guess I didn't really see the stars very much when I was in Portland. But down here, I remember going in the backyard one night. I smoked a little bowl or something like that, and I like looked up and I'm like, holy shit! And the fucking Milky Way is just like staring back at me like, yes, like Morpheus and shit. If you take the blue pill, you're gonna trip the fuck out. If you take the red pill, you're gonna get high. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna get high. Might as well take them both. All right. Well, everybody. On that note, I think it was a B flat. Uh, B flat. No, you B flat, bro. I'm not gonna be flat. You B flat. No, you. Um. Y'all be safe and take care of each other out there, okay? You see somebody struggling, see what you can do. Throw them a bone. Or if you have a rock in your pocket, just chuck a rock over at them. Try to hit them in the head. Distract them from the pain that they're in. Just don't use knives. Knives are for kitchens, and kitchens are for eating and cooking and shit. Bathrooms are for shit. Sorry. Forget I said anything, Joel. All right, you guys, you take care, okay? What else? I guess that's it. Talk to you soon, Joel. I got your message, by the way. Joel and I are gonna go live, I think, on Instagram. Probably Saturday. What did we say? Saturday morning? I think Saturday morning. Sometime, but we'll iron out the details. What? That'll be an interesting experience. I can't wait. I have this like leather like mask that I'm gonna wear. Like it's made out of human flesh. Oh, Joel, you're gonna love it. And I have like a wheel, like a pottery wheel made out of like human bones and stuff. Oh, you're gonna love it. Wait a second. Is this Joel? That's Joel from Canada, right? Yeah. Couple Joel. Okay. Not Joel from the underground. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Y'all take care now. I love you so goddamn much.